Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weather on the Go, all your weather coverage. Remember to leave any of your comments and questions here below, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel for the upcoming content here regarding the severe weather and content to come here moving forward. Categorical one outlook, day one categorical outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center has a moderate risk of severe weather here, a 4 out of 5 here from western Tennessee, far eastern Arkansas, east central Louisiana, the entire state of Mississippi, and west central and southwestern portions here of Alabama, with an enhanced risk surrounding it here from middle Tennessee up through southern Illinois, western Kentucky, southeastern portions here of Missouri, east central Arkansas, including the Little Rock area, and getting down here into Louisiana around New Orleans, and over here into northwest Florida Panhandle, with a slight and marginal risk zone surrounding that as well. Significant hatch tornado risk here, especially across the entire state of Mississippi and much of Alabama, getting into east central portions of Louisiana, southeastern Arkansas, getting up into southern and southwestern portions of Tennessee, and the northwest Florida Panhandle here as well. And then a significant hatched severe wind here as significant hatch severe wind risk here across middle and western Tennessee, much of Mississippi, west central Alabama, getting to southeastern and eastern portions here of Arkansas, eastern and northeastern portions here of Louisiana as well. And then the hail risk here, not as high, but there's still a hail risk here as well as we head through the day. The reason why the hail risk is not as high is due to the fact that we're not going to have a lot of large cape available for these storms to tap into, but just enough here for some hailstones here. The reason why here the hailstones won't probably be as large either with this is because here, like I said, the large cape will not be present because of all the cloud cover and lack of destabilization ahead of this line, but still there, so still could have a quarter, maybe half dollar size hail, or a little larger with potentially up to ping pong ball size hail with the strongest of cells here as we head through the day. Tomorrow's risk here, the day two categorical outlook from the Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk of severe weather from east central Pennsylvania, far northwestern portions here of New Jersey, getting down into Maryland, far eastern West Virginia, getting down here into north central and northeastern Virginia, with a marginal risk surrounding that across portions here of North Carolina, South Carolina, getting up to New York State. A slight risk zone here from southern South Carolina, south central and southeastern portions here of Georgia into the northwest Florida area and northern Florida, with just like I said, a marginal risk surrounding there. Tornado risk higher around those slight risk zones here up into the northeast and down to the southeast around Georgia, the northern Florida area, and then in eastern Pennsylvania, getting down here into north central portions of Virginia. And then the wind risk, same thing, kind of goes along with those slight risk zones here up in the northeast and again down here in the southeast as well, with kind of a lower end here wind risk in general across the rest of the area. And then a hail risk here a little higher up, closer to that low pressure system here up into east central Pennsylvania, into the Maryland area, maybe into New Jersey, with kind of a lower risk of hail here up and down the eastern seaboard as well. Going back to today's here setup, we have dew point temperatures rising in the low mid 60s, even some upper 60s around southern portions here of Louisiana, southern portions here of Mississippi, Alabama, and the northwest Florida Panhandle here with time. And this will continue to be the case here as these storms push from west to east. A little bit of destabilization with kind of a moist conveyor belt kind of moving up ahead of these storms with a strong low-level jet. And that will lead to some instability values here today that will kind of be along the lines of around here 500, 1,000 to locally 1,200 joules per kilogram here. So not a lot of cape, but enough to get these storms rolling here and organized and pushing across these area here in an intense manner as we head into the afternoon and evening and even into the overnight hours here across the eastern extent of that enhanced and moderate risk zones. Wind shear, not a lot of it across Mississippi and Alabama here earlier here on the this morning, but that will change as we head into the afternoon, as the main here kicking force, the main low-level jet and the main trough will kind of push into the area, and this is going to really be the case here as we head with that line from into the late afternoon and evening. Very strong shear values. I mean, this is almost off the charts, especially across Arkansas, down here into portions of Louisiana, portions of Mississippi, and that is why we have supercell composites with high values across much of Louisiana, much of Mississippi, even getting up into southeastern portions here of Arkansas, western Tennessee, getting into western Alabama here with time, and this will only continue to push east, waning a little bit in intensity here with the supercell composite values as we head into the evening hours, but still there, so still we got to watch out for some embedded supercells along that line with those Boeing structures that could have enhanced wind profiles here with winds that could be in excess of 75 miles per hour, perhaps over 80 miles per hour with some of the strongest storms if you can have a big bow echo kind of come through your area, kind of centered on Mississippi and Alabama. And then it'll kind of wane even more here as we head toward the Florida Panhandle, but still some values, especially across southern portions here of Alabama getting to the northwest Florida, so you got to watch that here well after dark. Significant tornado parameter today, pretty high values across Louisiana getting to Mississippi. Got to watch for those significant tornadoes of the EF2 or EF3 or stronger type here as we head into later today, and that will continue well after dark. These hodographs pretty curved around this area, especially as you get up towards Baton Rouge, up towards the just east of the Shreveport area, Jackson, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Tuscaloosa. Going to have some pretty curved hodographs as we head into today. A lot of curvature, and that does have a sounding of a PDS tornado potential here as we head into late this afternoon. I do think the main mode of severe weather does look to be significant damaging winds over 75 miles per hour with a secondary risk of strong, violent tornadoes that could be on the ground for a long time. This is a sounding here this morning from near the Hattiesburg area in Mississippi, and it does show a tag of a tornado here with a very strong hodograph, curvature here. The updrafts of the thunderstorms going way up into the atmosphere here, and you could definitely tell there's a lot of rotation. Winds here at the surface will be coming out of the southeast, the south-southeast here, and then a few thousand feet up coming out of the south-southwest. And then here you go a few thousand more feet up coming out of the west-southwest. So a lot of turning of the atmosphere here, and that's really going to kind of get these thunderstorms rolling. Could have some bigger rotation, and the storms that can rotate the most and kind of stay on the southern flank of that line that could stay a little more broken from the main line could be the ones to produce strong tornadoes as we head into late this afternoon and tonight. This is how it's going to work out. This is the here 1 kilometer angle here reflectivity, and you can see the squall line from central portions here of Arkansas, from around Conway, Little Rock, getting up here towards Jonesboro, getting down towards Shreveport here, and then down just to the north and east of Houston and far eastern Texas here as we head into late this afternoon. And this squall line will only continue and intensify as we head into late this afternoon as it gets to the western portions of the Mississippi border here, getting down towards Baton Rouge, just to the west of New Orleans. Got to watch some of these southern edge storms. They could be the ones that could rotate, but the main body of the storm, the far leading edge of this here storm, could have a lot of wind shear to work with, and therefore a lot of wind damage here potential, widespread wind damage here from Memphis all the way down here through portions here of Baton Rouge, getting down into Alexandria. These areas could have some very significant wind damage. Wind gusts could be over 75 or 80 miles per hour with a squall line, especially if you can have some bowed out structures along the way here as well. And this will continue as we head into the late this afternoon, the evening hours around the Jackson, Mississippi area, getting just east of Memphis, Jackson, Tennessee, getting down here into just around the New Orleans area. I am concerned again about New Orleans. These storms on the southern end of this line could be a little more broken. These could be supercells very well ahead of the storm, so you got to watch these bubbling storms even as we head into the evening hours after the sun goes down here, from New Orleans up toward Baton Rouge, even toward Hattiesburg. We got to watch some of these storms even ahead of the line that some of this model here is indicating, even up toward Tuscaloosa and Birmingham here with time in Mobile, Alabama as well. Then this line will continue to push east, slowly weakening as it does as it pushes into the eastern area, eastern moderate and enhanced risk zones, and eventually in the slight and marginal risk zones, but still some damaging wind. And then the line starts to break up a little bit as it outruns the better instability, the better dynamics, the better wind shear here with the storm system as it heads into very late tomorrow morning. So this is going to take some time for it to decouple with the intensity here. But still some strong storms across northwest Florida, getting around the Atlanta, Georgia area, southeastern portions here of Alabama, central portions and west central portions here of Georgia, getting up into western South Carolina, western North Carolina. Got to watch some strong storms within this. Could have some severe weather and embedded tornadoes, even as we head through the night tonight into early tomorrow morning. Do not discount the tornado threat at all, because it will still be there. Also here, be sure to like my video and also subscribe to my channel, as I'll have content all week long. I wanted to put the emphasis on today's major severe weather outbreak with a moderate risk zone. I will have updated severe weather here for the severe weather potential as we head into tonight or tomorrow regarding tomorrow's threat. But I wanted to put the emphasis on today's threat here to get everybody ahead of the curve as it comes here and into a kind of a safe state of mind here. So do be safe here through the day, everybody. And remember your tornado safety plans. Go to the lowest, most interior room. If you don't have a basement, go to the lowest, most interior room here. Stay away from windows here. And a bike helmet always helps, especially with the flying debris. Also, a mattress over your head does work as well. And remember to have shoes on, because afterwards, if you have damage here, you don't want to be walking around in all that rubble here with bare feet on or just socks. So do be mindful of that. So do be sure to subscribe to my channel here and like my video, and leave any of your comments and questions below regarding the severe weather outbreak through the week, and I will answer them all here. I'll be available all day to answer those questions. And please, everybody, be safe and have a great day.